Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Penny and Bernadette, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Penny's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivations that we give the pups when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Bernadette is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. We're going to send Penny home with several different options for training equipment. You're going to be able to choose one or more than one that you're comfortable with working her. Now she is sitting very nicely at Bernadette's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Penny heel. Heeling is proper leash walking. Very important to my clients who live in the city, because you want to have your dog under control when you're on leash in tight quarters with lots of people and other dogs. Each time that Bernadette stops her feet, you will notice that Penny sits automatically without being told to wait for her next command. So when you stop to cross traffic or talk to someone on the street, she should be sitting nicely next to your left leg and waiting for her next command. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit stay. Stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. You can practice this indoors as well as outdoors, and this helps to maximize her self-control, focus, and maturity. When Bernadette returns back to her, she walks all the way around her. She stops at her shoulders. And this is when she expects to get another command, and they take off heeling again. So you never have your puppy dragging you down the street out of control, lunging out at people, even in a friendly manner. People don't like it. Bernadette leaves her in another sit stay. She backs away and turns to face her. And you want to lengthen out the amount of time and the distance that you can go with this. Now this is the recall or the come on command, and again she is taught to come and sit. So everything is very controlled. You don't have wild child. You have a puppy that when she comes to you approaches in a ladylike fashion, and when she comes to you she comes in nicely and sits. Bernadette will leave her again in another sit stay, and we'll demonstrate that come on command again. So always make her hold her stays. We don't make her hold them for 3 minutes, but that's what your goal is. And we use our leash as a guide with these little kids, so that when she comes to you, you have control and you can reel her right in. She's really very smart and very compliant. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are your down commands, and there are two. The first one is the down from a heel position. Down. So with her seated, stay. You take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. Now if she gets up, you start all over, and you do it again. And you can practice this indoors too. And sometimes the smells outside are distracting to the puppies.
And down, stay.
So if you want to practice right in your living room, that's where you're going to use your down stays. When Bernadette returns back to her, she walks all the way around her again. Penny should remain lying down until Bernadette stops at her shoulders, and then Bernadette's going to heel her out of that, and we'll demonstrate that again. She's got a leaf in her mouth. We've had so much rain and wind and mess down here that just getting videos done has been challenging.
Down. Stay.
And anything that's on the ground with puppies is fair game, and they want to put it in their mouth. She's at a very oral stage, so that's normal. Less distraction inside with less smells. Now this time when Bernadette returns and stops at her shoulders, she's going to give her another stay, and this time she'll call her out of that. So when you stop at her shoulders, she expects to get another command. Good girl. Nice sit. And the last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is your down from a distance. So you're going to leave her in the sit stay, you're going to turn to face her, and you don't necessarily have to go all the way out to the end of your leash.
Down. Stay.
And the stay is like you're bowling. And that's the only commands that you're going to give with your right hand. Now we have demonstrated for you all of Penny's formal on-leash obedience commands. Her heel, her auto sit, her sit stay, her come, her down from a heel, and down from a distance. These are the commands that she has learned while she's been here at school. Rich will have written information for you to go over at home. He'll answer any questions that you have and give you a chance, time permitting, to work with Penny, with Rich there acting as your coach. We have enjoyed her. She's been a wonderful guest, and we want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.